How is it going, everyone? Welcome to more Need for Speed Undercover, and we're just gonna continue. Nothing more, nothing less. There doesn't seem like there will be anything much different than, well, anything that we've done so far, so I don't think there's anything to worry about. I don't know if there's gonna be a new area with events unlocked. Doesn't, well, yeah, here. Notice that these are 2 copy events. I don't want to do them. But thankfully there are a handful that are not copy events that I can do, like, for example, this one. Like a circuit. So yeah, just do that. To start up. I probably should install all of the latest upgrades into this car. But I still think that I can deal with everyone just the way I am right now. Though later on I definitely have to do that. Though I guess regardless of anything, the upgrades related to top speed, I probably have to use them no matter what. But I also want to check the visual upgrades you can install whenever I install the remaining performance ones. And since that's gonna take a while, I'd rather do some events as it is right now. Well, as you can see, the AI is not very bright, so I don't think there's much to really worry about, you know. I think we are fine. I guess considering that Lotus has been very overpowered in 2 games already of franchises that have nothing to do with each other, like, you know, Gran Turismo and Need for Speed, I feel like I might have gotten some bigger affinity with Lotus. Lotus is a British company. And it's usually, you know, when you talk about British cars, I think that the company that might come to a lot of people's mind first is McLaren. Well, McLaren, yeah, I guess. They are, well, you have Aston Martin too, I guess, but does that come first? I'm not sure. I'm actually not really sure what's the first brand that will come to people's mind when they hear England. Not sure, but I don't think it's Lotus personally. Oh, I forgot that Nitros was a mechanic in this game. My bad. Completely forgot about it. Yeah, all I know is that I might be becoming a Lotus fan. Though, at least for the video games that I played, I don't really know of any other model that isn't the DLS, which is this one, or the other one that I'm now forgetting the name, the Esprit, right? And, well, variants of each other, I guess, but aside from that, well, and the legendary Formula 1 car, I guess, but yeah, I don't know many other models for Lotus. I don't even know if it's considered a luxury company or not, honestly. Well, that wasn't Domination. Oh well. This escape is a copy event, but since it's only escaping, it shouldn't be a problem. The copy events are annoying when you have to do a specific objective. I mean, here you can say that the objective is escaping, but escaping is something that you always have to do regardless of what the objective is. So here, the objective only being escaping obviously is way easier than anything else, you know. Then, am I really just gonna outrun them and that's it? Okay. There is no hideout, so if one of these randomly decides to spawn ahead of me, I am not gonna be able to dodge it. Well, like that one, for example. I still dodge it. Nice. Well, that was free. Yeah, maybe the escape events I should do them, because they are clearly a lot easier than any of the other police events. I mean, well, so far I think the only other police events are coast to state and downing a specific amount of police officer cars. I don't think there's any other special type of event so far, at least. Well, you have the story events that are about stealing cars, but I mean, the ones that are normal events. So here we have the Lancer Evo and a Ford GT. That they both will be a threat, most likely. That's the traffic, bro. I also don't know if dominating an event, like, what effect does it have? Like, as far as I know, well, as far as I know, I don't know what it does. Like, logically, you would think that it gives you more meter to level up the wheelman level, but is that really the case? Because if the only reward for dominating an event is completion, then I probably shouldn't care, since I'm not gonna go for full completion anyway, so... This is the Ford GT, isn't it? The guy behind me. I haven't looked yet, but it probably is. Very, very tempted to look back. Yeah, it is the Ford GT, to nobody's surprise, really. What the hell was that? How did that hit happen so perfectly like that? I feel I got scammed. It's fine. He's still on my sights for now, but unfortunately ahead of me. Ah, fuck. We're pretty close. You can see the leaderboard going crazy. Wait, is this the portion that has that odd champ that... Well, oh, he crashed. Well, no, I don't think it's that portion, but he crashed with something. Well, too bad. Okay, and now I crash with something. Yeah, use all the nitro you have. Well, he's still crashing with random things, so... I don't think it matters. Also, how is it going, Wasabi? Liking the music of this game? Yeah, I don't particularly mind it. It gets the job done. Then he crashed again on the shortcut. Having such a powerful car and not being able to use it. And this one was domination then. Yeah, like essentially, in case there was any doubt, like dominating events makes absolutely no sense. Like some of them that should be a domination arena and some others are by a lot. It's absolutely nonsensical. So here we're gonna have an outrun event against a skyline, I think. Is it? Well, I haven't really checked. I don't think we will need to check anymore anyways. That guy is staying back there where it belongs. I wonder how much of the game might be remaining, because in all of the previous games you could easily tell what the formula of the game was and how close they might have been to be over. Like basically in all of them, you have a way to see your progress and how much more or less was left. But in this game there doesn't seem to be such a thing. The only progress you have is the wheelman level, but it doesn't seem like there is a limit shown for it, right? Like you don't know what the maximum level is, so with something like that it's hard to tell. Maybe if we look at those bonuses, because like maybe feeling all the bonuses means that you beat the game, or rather when you beat the game all the bonuses are gonna be close to fill. So if that's the case, that will mean that we're halfway through, but I don't know, it just doesn't seem very clear. It's whatever. I mean, I'm not in a hurry. Not to mention, I don't even know what's the next game I'm gonna play after this one. So yeah. Though I gotta say, I am pretty salty of not having been able to one coin clear blue revolver. Like the other day I did a run and I literally made it to the last pattern of the run and I died. I think that never happened before. Like the last pattern is so easy in comparison to some of the shit that appears before. So I think I literally never been so close to beating the game. Well, with that shot, I guess. I mean, yeah, I one coin clear that game with 4 shot types. With that shot type, and in general, like, I never die there, you know? So I think that I'm so pissed off because of it that I think that the next game I'll play will probably be like a stream dedicated exclusively to Blue Revolver. But I don't know, I still haven't decided, so who knows? I also checked about Shantae, like the next game in the series. Unfortunately, all of the additional modes are not good, and because essentially that game has 5 different modes, and I essentially played a mode that is supposed to be called the definitive mode. That, yeah, the name is very a good representative of it, because it's indeed a definitive version. It's basically the one with a lot of improvements and also a harder difficulty than the original. So under those conditions, every other mode is essentially an easier version of the game, and I don't have any reason to do that. And I mean, I could replay the definitive mode, but I also don't see any reason to do that. So I think that when it comes to Shantae, there's, well, aside from playing the new game that released last year, I don't really have any reason to play anything else for now. So yeah, it will have to be something different. I've been thinking of the Castlevania games, like the hack and slash, well, I don't know if you can call them like that, but basically the weird Castlevania games that usually everyone ignores. But that's the issue. There is a reason why they are ignored. They are obviously not as good as the actual either Metroidvanias or the classic platforming ones, right? Like, I'm basically talking about the 3D games. And yeah, I don't think it's gonna be a good idea. That's the thing that is holding me back from playing it. So otherwise that will be the plan. Or maybe I could just do, in between each Need for Speed game, a Blue Revolver stream and that's it, you know? Nah, but I kinda need to think of another franchise. When it comes to platforming games, I'm not really sure what new franchise I could discover. I mean, there are the Mario games that I haven't played a lot of them, but the 2D ones I don't like them, and the 3D ones, the next one will be the Mario Galaxy, but I'm waiting until they go on sale because the remakes are on the Switch. I'm 1 minute away, holy shit. But yeah, I'm still thinking about it and I'm not sure what could it be. I could play the second Star games now that I think about it. The first one I did play when I was younger on the PS2, so I could play that. There are some other games that release in the series, so I don't think many people like them too much. Like, I think it's basically the first one and that's it, the one that people prefer. And well, the first one is an amazing game, so it's understandable. Wait, do I wanna play that game? I mean, I wouldn't mind, but I don't know. What are other classic platforming game franchises? Well, I know about Goemon. I don't really like the way it looks though. Doesn't feel like the kind of game that entices me to play it. But yeah, I feel like I need to investigate a little bit more. Why does such a big portion of this have to be a straight line? Come on. My Lotus suffers every time there is a straight line. You're discriminating against my poor Lotus. It does what it can, but cannot do much if you do this. You know? But at least whether it is because of the fact that they are not that extremely fast or because the game purposely doesn't let them go too far, like, I'm not really losing that much distance with them. Well, I'm not losing any distance, to be precise. But that's something that it's hard to tell. Wow. Nice, a minimum interaction and this asshole's already thrown me like that. Alright. I took that personal. Now you're gonna see my wrath. You asked for it. Wait, no, I don't want the GPS. No. Show me. The performance. So, engine, go with Pro. And drivetrain, also go with Pro. Will also maybe help the nitros, I'm not sure. Not sure if that really changes the nitro itself. We'll check. And I wanna see, as I mentioned before, the visuals. Well, obviously you can change the paint, but I don't see any reason to do that. So vinyls, in order to improve game experience, no vinyls will be displayed during online gameplay. Nice, and they already show the Argentina flag. Unfortunately, the flag looks completely out of place. You can also put numbers. I don't want numbers on this one. Primitives? Not sure if you will call the... like the card thing is primitive. Putting the Lotus thing, it doesn't look that bad, I guess. You also have pre-made things. I mean, that's something that I'm not gonna do. But yeah, I like the one it's already there. Like, the Lotus thingy doesn't really look that bad. Problem is that it's one of those that it only appears on one side. That's so stupid. But then you have the typical these things. Yeah, now we start having more cheesy shit. These are all... Though, hold up. Where can you add it? Like, well, you have to purchase it, of course, but... You can edit it, I'm assuming. Lotus. Move... Yeah, that's the issue. If you want to put it on the other side, you will have to manually put it on the other side, I'm pretty sure. Which is a little bit annoying, because, I mean... I want to see it, though. Like, I want to see if the experience is as stupid as in Carbon. It does look like it will be like that. Well, at least it's faster, kinda. Yeah, I mean, well, now we have to flip it, I guess. No, I don't want to abandon. Rotate, flip. What? Oh, so it... Fuck. Can you... How do I go back with the changes? Isn't there a default? So it was flip, basically, the option that I had to. Just that flip is such a generic... whatever. I guess you have to buy it again. Sure, it's only 300, doesn't really matter, but yeah. Flip was the right choice. Just that flip, it's as I say, it's such a generic word, it doesn't really make you think, oh yeah, that's gonna make it on the other side. Like, flip makes me think that you're gonna turn it in, like, upside down. But at least the good thing is that there is a button to do that easily. Okay. Vinyl finish, what's that? Oh, it's the... okay. Doesn't seem like there is much of a difference, and I don't dislike it as it is. So aftermarket is the one thing that I'm curious about. Wait, what's that? Oh, that's okay. The stock one is this one with the smiley face and everything. But for some reason here the camera cannot go back to see what is changing back there. I don't know exactly why, but I would like to see how it looks on the... I guess we're not gonna be seeing that. Yeah, it's like the camera is stuck there. There's nothing you can do. Well, this thing... oh, that's the thing that counts as a hood. That's interesting. No, I don't have any reason to change that either. I like the way it looks on stock. No, let's see how a spoiler looks like. Well, each one has a carbon version, but I don't want to put carbon stuff on this thing. Though these are all also pretty short, it seems. It would be nicer if they were longer. Maybe you can change them later, but as they are a little bit sad looking. That one, I don't mind the size, but the shape is very ugly. Maybe something like... Oh, okay, here, zone 1. So that's to make it go up, right? No, I don't mind it staying down there. I want it to be wider. No, that's... Maybe it's zone 3. Okay, yeah, it's zone 3 to make it wider. I don't know if 100%, maybe it's... No, yeah, 100% it's fine. And what's zone 4? The inclination? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I also don't mind the inclination being... Well, 100 will probably be an exaggeration. Yeah, it is. Maybe something like 50, wouldn't mind. Yeah, I guess. I don't think that's very aerodynamic, but I'm not an expert in the subject, so... Yeah, that's a little bit expensive, don't you think, for a cosmetic? You can also change the exhaust. Though I don't see anything wrong with the one I currently have, but yeah, basically this is... It's not really... It doesn't really change the style of the exhaust, but rather it's the size, I guess. Well, this one is not bad and it combines with the rest of the color, so... the wheels... I also don't see any reason to change these ones, not to mention that the default ones have the Lotus logo in it. I guess another thing I could change is the body. It's just that I wish it let me see what's behind. Yeah, no, that one, leave it as it is. Wait, front bumper, okay, so here you can see the rear bumper. Yeah, abandon it, because but I wanted to see how it looked like, damn it. I am interested also in seeing how the bumper for this one looks. This one looks cool. It gets rid of the smile though. It's a little bit silly. But... Now, let's just put the stock auto sculpt, I guess. Though it doesn't really... It barely changes anything. I mean, in fact, I'm not really sure what it changes. Like, it makes it... Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe we can just put the formula. Like, this one kind of makes it look like a Porsche, right? Porsche. Well, let's leave it like that. I mean, I could install even more performance upgrades, but I feel like that will be even more overpowered. We will see though, because I don't think the top speed changes are super significant here. But maybe they are, I don't know. So what's the top speed you reach now? Well, it's not really much different, but... Well, this event is not really a good way to see it, because, yeah, it's not a hard event. Hold up, what was that event that I lost that triggered me to do this? It was a sprint event. I don't know if it... Yeah, this one. I think I remember it saying Valencia. Okay. So let's see how it does now, though. If the difference is like 15 kilometers per hour, there might not be that big of a difference, you know? Perhaps. Not really sure if I'm a fan of the spoiler, honestly. Like, maybe not that much. Okay, so top speed is 285, is it? It kinda looks like it. 285? Is it? Kinda seems to be. Just that differently from the previous top speed. Doesn't seem like it's that easy to keep it. Also, this was not the actual race that made me install the upgrade. It was a different one. God damn it. Oh, look at this guy. Wanna be the protagonist? But unfortunately, I'm the protagonist, you know? You are called Borrelia, right? But I'm called player. So, I'm sorry, but, you know, I have to be the protagonist. I cannot let you be the protagonist here. I think that this one is probably my favorite song in the game. It's a pretty cool song. It's a song that doesn't, you know, try to be anything insane, but it just works, right? Like, very pleasant to listen to. Oh, what the hell? Okay, that was a little bit rude. And a little bit is selling it short. There was no reason to attack like that. But that's fine. If that's what you want. So is that that's a fourth GT. I'm not gonna let you win, buddy. This is also quite a long track as well. It's getting close to the end, but not quite. And we will have to block. There are actually 3 cars, not 2, behind. I'm glad I didn't distract myself looking at the radar during that, because that looked like the kind of thing that if you didn't have the eyes on the road, you were kinda screwed. Fortunately, this is the final corner, and that Audi seems to be quite ahead right now. Final corner. Yeah, unfortunately, I could not get it. That's a shame. But you know that I can do better than that, right? Wait, what's this? Oh, there we go. I can do better. Easily, even. Because I only installed some of the upgrades, but if I really want to, I can go for everything. So, I already installed that. Let me install the Pro Turbo. Pro suspension. Well, the drivetrain is already there. Pro brakes. And the Pro tires. So this increases mostly handling, which was already good in the first place, so might not be a big impact, but it probably will work. well, I pick, I think, another event. Remember that a lot of these events have a very similar name, because the name of the events is essentially like you go from this place to this other place, and obviously a lot of these places repeat themselves, right? So, by the way, the guy leading here is a Pagani Sonda. So theoretically we are now playing with the toppest of leagues. Keep in mind that at this point of the game, though, I don't think you have access to tier 1 cars, do you? This hairpin section is the same the same way that the previous races started. I'm pretty sure this one goes to a different place later on. Ooh, and these guys are, I think, a lot faster than even the other ones that I went against. And these guys are not holding back. The Pagani Sonda, seems that that's mostly what they want to go for ever since the previous game. Though I don't remember if the Pagani Sonda showed up in Carbon, but it definitely showed up in Pro Street, and in Pro Street it was basically the best car in the game. So it seems that that's how they wanna sell it. And I mean, it makes sense considering that it's like a very big luxury car, you know? It's like I'm exclusively competing against this guy. The race is about to be over also, so don't get overtaken now. Try to hold on a little bit. And we got it. Yeah, that Sonda cannot beat my Lotus team, and I barely dominated that. Crazy. Pretty crazy. And I'm level 13. That's a bad luck number. Oh, and we got another cutscene as expected.
Hey, pretty boy. You know when the coyote chases the roadrunner around a canyon? I just love that stuff. You want to be the coyote? 'Cause I'll outrace you, dog. Careful.
Do you have the right to talk about the coyote and the roadrunner? Do you? I'm not sure about that. Also, this isn't the mission that I should go challenge to. This is an escape. Well, that's weird. Yeah. Like, that's I mean, even though it's like a joke, I do wonder if like they could get in trouble for mentioning the coyote and the roadrunner, because I mean, coyote is an animal. Like you can mention an animal without trouble. Like one thing is saying that, another thing is saying coyote and roadrunner. Like that's a very specific thing, you know. Will they get in trouble if they don't have the rights to mentioning that cartoon? I wonder. Well, probably not. Or hey, you never know, maybe that's the only reason why they cannot re-release this game, because of that line alone. Can you imagine that? That would be so stupid. It could be. Alright, where is the duel, by the way? Is the duel in the room with us or what? Oh, there it is. Shove? No, shove is the type of event. What do you want? I didn't need to see that cutscene. I know that you're watching. That's the whole point. Damn it. I know you're spying everything I do. Have no privacy over here. Alright, so this is against a Porsche 911 or what?
Maybe it's a race to the bottom.
To the truck stop. And what's the truck stop? Well, it's simply a sprint race. So yeah, doesn't matter where the truck stop is, just keep going forward. Wow, nice cornering you have there. On the other hand, my cornering is insane. Like, this thing does some insane cornering. And it already did insane cornering, but now with every pro upgrade, it's insane. That being said, can I beat her? Well, I thought that was what will trigger the obstacle. I guess not. That was an insane. Like, this thing, dude, I tell you, this is some cheat shit. It's insane that this thing is so good at doing pretty much everything. Just like that. Yeah, at this rate I'm probably gonna be able to...
You know, a gentleman always lets a girl go first.
Yeah, well, who said I'm a gentleman? Also, brake failure. What do you mean brake failure? More importantly, who needs brakes? I don't. What brakes? I simply lifted the accelerator. So wait, that's gonna cost me the race here, right? I guess. Because the plot demands it. Would be fucked up if it cost me my Lotus, though. It could be.
I'm surprised you're still alive.
Isn't it time to put the brakes on this operation before someone ends up in
No
the
one pulls the
morgue?
plug on my operation, okay? We're too close. Maybe I wasn't clear earlier. The evidence is concealed in one of the cars from the missing shipment. G-Mac is our lead, and now he's running scared. And that's why our guy took the plunge.
Sailed off the cliff because the jealous boyfriend cut the brake line. Lady, here's your connection. Your international smugglers are this Asian crime syndicate, run from abroad by a ruthless crime lord named Chow Wu. He's got a long history of smuggling, extortion, and murder. Very dangerous. We've been doing our own homework. Would have thought the two of you were already on this.
I mean, with everything that I've done so far, I think that something being dangerous shouldn't be enough to stop me, right? Like, I've done a lot of dangerous stuff, so I think I'm gonna be fine. Also, you know, there's something interesting about my computer when it tries to process this game. Most of the times in regular events, it does it without issues, but the moment a cutscene shows up, the fans on my PC get work like crazy, and I don't understand why. I mean, that cutscene should be a video. Why are you going so crazy over a pre-render video? Like, it's weird that you can process this without any problems, without barely making any noise, but the moment a pre-rendered cutscene shows up, you lose your mind. Not sure what's the logic behind that. Maybe it's just that the emulator doesn't load the videos in an optimal way, I don't know. It's super weird. Because I mean, obviously those graphics not being rendered in real time, because they are not graphics, they are real life factors on real life locations, you know? So yeah. Well, I say pre-render video, but yeah, I mean, every video is rendered. What I'm trying to say is that it doesn't run in-game. Calling a real-life factor cutscene pre-render is, I think, a little bit incorrect. But yeah, the video itself is rendered, but the scene in itself, there was no rendering, there was just, you know, filming. What the fuck? Okay. Damn. Cars are starting flying now, huh? Was that a Lamborghini? I couldn't even check. Like, I saw the minimap that the guy was approaching me at high speed on reverse, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? Well, that was what was going on. Clean. No problem. Wasn't domination, but who cares? No, I'm not doing cost to stay, dude. Doesn't matter how many times you show it, I'm not. Though it seems that here at least we are pretty much covering the entirety of the map. And there is, by the way, a master event here. It's a checkpoint event, interestingly enough. It's the first time I see a master checkpoint event, but sure, why not? I wonder if I'll be able to complete it, because here you cannot really manipulate anything to allow yourself to win. Here it's down to both skill and the stats of the car. If your car is not fast enough, you're not going anywhere. And that's not a problem, I guess, in the majority of this, but if there is another one of those long straight line highways, it's also a problem if I do that. Hold up, let me restart, because that was pretty bad. My bad. Also, you know that I still cannot decide if I like the front bumper. I mean, I didn't mind having the car smile like it did before, but this one also doesn't look bad. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. Nah, I'm fine. I guess if anything, the one thing that I'm still not very convinced with is the spoiler. I feel like it looks so lame. The problem is that most of the spoilers look lame to me here. Okay, so it's this one, yeah. In that corner I also saw it in a regular race, and it's weird that the game kinda requires you to take the shortcut. Well, at least so far, looking at the time remaining, it doesn't seem like this will be an event that will be hard to beat at all. Unless it's like in Pro Street, that the events become harder the better your car is. Wait, I just realized something. When I install the body, the exhaust change. I basically replaced the previous exhaust that I had installed. Didn't realize that. Well, I could change that and also change the spoiler while we are at it, I guess. Though, I don't know, I look at every spoiler and I didn't like any of them, so basically picking between stuff I don't like. Yeah, we will see. One thing's for sure, and that this checkpoint event is pretty long, but I don't think that really matters too much. Uh-oh. Nah, it's fine, don't worry. Now, with this game, I'm really curious to see how the remake of Hot Pursuit is gonna be like. Is that gonna be yet again another Most Wanted formula? I guess I cannot imagine like Hot Pursuit following the formula of the original Hot Pursuit. Like all Hot Pursuit games are like very arcade. Like, well, with that I mean that there is no open world, like they are basically separate races. Well, the first one is essentially the most classic it can be. Like, you have like 8 tracks that you race one after the other, and a secret final one. Well, Hot Pursuit 2 has, I think, a relatively similar amount of tracks, but a lot more events. So I guess at that point, yeah, I still don't think that it's gonna be like this. Like, I feel like since Most Wanted, it's pretty hard to imagine any of these games not being open world. Obviously a game like Pro Street and the 2 Shift games are an exception because they try to be more about formal races, but I don't think that any of the next Need for Speed games aside from those are gonna be anything but open world. And well, I know for a fact that the Most Wanted remake and Rivals are open world. Well, I know that Unbound is open world. I'm not sure about Hit and Payback, but I'm also almost sure they are open world. So I assume that all of them are gonna be open world. Like, Most Wanted is essentially the point of no return in that regard. Like, you're gonna use that formula and you're gonna like it. Well, I say Most Wanted, but in reality the one that started with open world is Underground 2. Like, Underground 2 didn't have police, and all of these ones have police, and Hot Pursuit obviously will have police. So yeah, I heavily doubt that. Like, that's the thing. I think that the formula from here on out is gonna be open world plus police, and that's it. Don't particularly mind, but yeah, that's... We'll prefer something you know, that didn't involve the police, I guess. That would be cool. Also, you know, something that I wonder is how similar the open worlds of this game are with each other, because I would assume there's probably a lot of recycling when it comes to the layout of the tracks, even if the graphics are pretty different, though I also will assume that there is probably quite some recycling when it comes to the graphics too. Okay, that was free. Yeah, it wasn't dominated. Yeah, who cares about that? Okay.
Hey, this is Carmen. Look, I've seen the black sedans before, but do you think they had something to do with Hector's disappearance? I'm beginning to wonder, and I'm... Call me, okay?
She doesn't know.
I'm worried.
Wait, what do you want?
G-Mac still has active police connections. He's always a step ahead of us. Stay sharp.
Yeah, sure. Can you let me go?
On your wheels? I know of a place in Sunset Hills that'll do you right. Tell them I sent you for VIP service.
Okay. Oh, so now the tier 1 car become available, huh? Well, I'm not gonna purchase any of them, but yeah, essentially if you want to go for a tier 1 like this one, you could. the Corvette, the almighty Corvette. No, I don't want that, but let me change first of all the exhaust that got forcibly changed back. Yeah, I got this one, the Borilla Pro 60, I don't know what that is, but yeah, that one. And I want to change the spoiler, but it's as I say before, it's hard to see anyone that I don't dislike. Though, for example, this one I wouldn't dislike it if it wasn't for the fact that it's carbon. And it seems that most of the cool ones are carbon. Just a shame, really. Like, that one would be nice if the shape wasn't so shit. It seems that it's basically a pick your poison situation. You want the cool ones? Oh, well, they are carbon, so it's shit. You know? I guess all of the cool ones are the ones, like the first ones. Like this one, I think it's pretty cool. But pretty sure that, yeah, you don't have any option to change it being carbon or not, which is weird because many of these ones have like a regular version and a carbon version. So I don't know why this one wouldn't have it. Just weird all around. So yeah, essentially all of the other ones are, well, at least if you ask me, are quite mediocre in comparison, you know. Yeah, it's a shame because I wanted green, and yeah, I mean, I could. Can you actually edit the one that you currently have? Doesn't seem like there is an option that says edit or anything like that. Well, maybe you have to remember which one you have. It should say own on the right, instead of available. No, it says install. Oh, I didn't know it was the first one. So maybe if I make it taller, it looks less lame. Probably not. At least it will stand out a little bit, I guess. What is this thing? I guess, yeah, I think that's actually there. Like, at the beginning I didn't want to do that. So, this one... No, I think this one in 50 looks fine, because if I go 100 with this... I mean... Doesn't look that bad, I guess. Let me compare. Would be nice if there was a way to remove the UI so you could see it properly. Yeah, leave it at 50. I'm fine with 50. Let's just leave it there. Yeah, I guess since now it looks bigger, it's fine. Sure, why not? Okay. I still would prefer if it wasn't like... This has a name. I don't know if the word is convex or what's the word. Basically, the fact that instead of leaning upwards, it leans downwards. I feel like that doesn't look very elegant, but whatever. Also, didn't Carmen say something about the black sedans taking out Hector or some shit? She doesn't know that I'm the one that took him out. I wonder what her reaction is gonna be. She's probably not gonna be very happy about it. Understandably so. Guy being the asshole behind their arrest all this time. I wonder what's gonna be the... like, if there will be a final decision or not. Because, I mean, if there is a final decision... I mean, I say that fuck the police, I will, side with the racers, but... the thing is that since we already took out, like, a whole crew, might as well finish the job properly, Since I already didn't have the choice to do that, I just might as well go all out and capture them all and be the biggest bootlicker that the game has seen. I guess. So theoretically, this is the first game where you actually side with the police, because in the Hot Pursuit games you have events. Well, yeah, I guess they should count, but I mean, those games had no story. Like, you basically were the police as some sort of like mini game, right? But here essentially you are intended to be the actual police. I still think that it's a very poor excuse of that. Oh, this is the Pagani Sonda, okay. No wonder why he was approaching so quickly. I thought it was the Nissan Skyline that was behind me, but no. No, it's the Sonda. It's not here to fuck around. Oh, I think that with all the upgrades, my chances to properly fight back should be higher. Not to mention, isn't this the race that I ended up losing before I got the upgrades? I think it might be, though. If the opponents are the same every time, I'm pretty sure the Sonda was not here. Like, it was the Ford GT that was here, right? I'm not so sure. Whatever. And the speed that this thing takes corners is in a completely different level. I burned all the nitro there was to burn, but I got it back, yeah. Yeah, this was the race I lost, so I guess the opponents are not static then. Well, this was 420 for domination, nice. Cool. Alright, hold up. Well, yeah, we can do the escape as well. These events are easy. I gotta say I like how the Lotus is looking here, actually. Like, sure, the spoiler could be better, but I like the way the Lotus vinyls look. I like the bumpers as well. Just pretty cool. They're having some trouble following me here. Except for this guy. But don't worry, I'll make sure you will have trouble. Exactly. Yeah. Sorry, ah, fuck, this guy appearing out of nowhere. That's so dirty to me. Like, just having police spawn in front of you, like that. That's pretty much cheating, you know? That is cheating. Unfortunately, this guy, yeah, haven't lost him.
Patrol, got a report of at least one vehicle running from police. Available units are to clear and head up there now, please. Location on your screen.
Well, we have these obstacles here. Unfortunately, it's not gonna hit the guy in front there. Oh, a roadblock. No, you didn't get shit. Stop lying.
I think he just flew by me. BCB on that code 6. Let's stand by.
Alright, can you not spawn a random police car ahead of me, please? Like, can you not cheat? I will appreciate it personally. Okay, there is a hideout there. This is the hideout that always cucks me, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it is. And it, no, okay. Well, I don't know if it is or not, but at least this time it did not cuck me, so that's good. Okay. So, the operation has been compromised.
This operation has been heavily compromised from the very beginning. Keep looking for that shipment Chao Wu wants, but watch out. He is a very dangerous man.
Wait, where is the show? Or you just want me to keep doing random events? I don't see any shows, so I guess you don't. I mean, you don't want me to do it, but rather random events. Well, there is an expert one here, and it's another checkpoint. Well, by expert I mean master. Yeah, I don't understand these ones. Like, for what reason do you make one of these master? Like, the thing that doesn't make sense is that an event like this, that is already easy in itself, this master one can be beaten by by a tier 4 car. Though at this point, should we even use the excuse of this thing being a tier 4? Because it feels to me that we cannot even consider it a tier 4. Like, it has very easily surpassed that barrier. Like, it's just in its own tier. It's the Lotus tier. Wait, I'm not on the right side. Well, it should lead to the same place, so yeah, no problem. Now, that being said, it seems like the timing on this one is more strict than the previous one. The previous one I had so much time to spare, but this one, well, right there I fucked up by crashing, but you can see that this one it's a lot more strict, so well, I guess at least this one being master makes sense. This is also a cool song. I'm not seeing the checkpoint in the radar, so... Well, I'm seeing it now, but I don't think I'm making it in time. I might not be able to. But I will make it in time for this one, but... The margin keeps getting tighter and tighter. Well, we will see. Right now it's looking slightly hopeless. Ah, stupid ass Tatsi. Always a fucking Tatsi. I didn't get it. Fuck. It's fine, I'll do it. I mean, the reason why I couldn't do it is because I crashed a total of 3 times against this stupid ass traffic, so as long as I can deal with that, I should be fine. I gotta say that the visual upgrades in this game are a little bit expensive. In Pro Street I think that they were completely free, though it makes sense with the fact that that game has an economy about repairing cars, you know. So you cannot really decorate your car freely if you're gonna be worrying about the money to repair it, so I guess it makes sense that they don't make you pay for it. I cannot stop crashing against the traffic this time, huh? Damn it. This probably will have to go to a restart, but... Just don't crash again and it should be fine, right? Does that count as a crash? Well, probably. I keep forgetting that the left side is most likely slower here. If I don't crash between that checkpoint and the next one, I might actually be able to get it, but... Yeah, like, here I did crash against someone, I think. So if we don't crash, should get this checkpoint. I don't know if I can make it to the end, though. Hopefully. Apparently it's close enough, but... How close are we talking about? A little bit fucked up if this wasn't enough to win. but there's only one more corner. It should be enough. Yeah, it is enough. Okay. Yeah, obviously wasn't domination, makes sense. Also, maybe that wasn't really a master event at all, now that I think about it. Because it didn't give me an achievement whatsoever. So here we're going against an Audi. See how that goes. So that reminds me, who was the guy in the prologue with that Nissan Seed? Is that the guy that I'm supposedly chasing after or what? I don't know. Because I don't think that was supposed to be me. I mean, it wouldn't make much sense for the police to be after me before I even started, you know, being undercover, I guess. Maybe, or maybe the plot twist is that I was a former racer, I guess. Could be. This guy's, by the way, not leaving me alone right now. Was relatively close to getting the 300-meter win, but right now he's sticking. Well, right now he's gonna be sticking even more behind me. It seems that this one won't be a natural win, but rather a win by timeout. Assuming he doesn't overtake me on these 10 seconds, because that could easily happen. In fact, he's pretty close right now. No, but he won't. Wait, he did? No way. I didn't even see him. That was bullshit. How the hell did he go on the left side like that? Alright. Kinda want to fuck you up now, honestly. It's a shame that this car cannot fuck anyone up, but you deserve that and more. No, I'm falling behind. I mean, last time he did crash against a couple of cars, now he isn't. I guess if you don't have a car with enough speed, this is a very RNG heavy event. Because unless he crashes, you are not winning. Obviously here the idea is that you are intended to be faster than the opponent. If you don't have a faster car, you are not supposed to win, but yeah, stay there. And really? Like, that's the same type of obstacle that you can easily knock out in a regular race, but here they are solid, okay? Sure. Ah, fuck. Damn it. I don't know why you're grinding against the wall there. A little bit awkward. Oh. You sack of fucking shit. Oh, I hate you so much. I won't stop until I win. Oh, why do I even have to follow you on the same lane? Fuck off. You don't need to be on the same lane if you don't want to. Honestly, there, the left lane looks faster, but I guess it's only on some specific cases. I don't care, I'll keep retrying until I win. And I will win. It seems that at the beginning going on the left lane is most likely faster. I think that here it stops being faster. That annoying ass stupid construction site. Completely out of place. Tried to smash him against a wall, but it didn't. But against a wall, no, against a traffic car. Didn't really work out. Pretty crazy that in one of the previous attempts I was so close at winning by the 300-meter rule, and I somehow still lost. But not to mention that I also lost at the very last moment when the time was about to run out. That was crazy, dude. Sack of shit. What the hell? This car is going, this opponent is going at a speed that is not very natural. Okay. He's dodging everything very well, unfortunately. Nice. That was an interesting mistake you made. And an interesting mistake I made there, but I still won. How is it going, Sunshine? Alright. We can do this sprint though. Yeah, there is no shove event right now. So basically you just have to do what you have to do. Just do events until something shows up. Here we have a skyline leading this. Yeah, I'm doing well. Still not sure how long this game can possibly be, because right now there are no obvious signs that it might be close to end or not. You handled that race well, thanks. Yeah, the idea here is that I'm using supposedly a car of the lowest tier, and I'm basically competing against cars that are of the highest tier. Because otherwise I feel like this is gonna be a snooze fest. Well, the same way it was at the beginning when this car was obliterating everyone. But here, since these guys are actually faster, there is some competition, right? That's the idea. That's essentially the idea. I don't know what they were smoking, considering this car to be of the lowest tier possible. Doesn't make any sense, but that is the way it works. Hey, the good thing is that if at any point this car is not enough and I'm like super stuck or something, I can just pull off a tier 1 car and murder them all effortlessly. But my idea, like now that I came this far, even though I don't know exactly how far is this far, but I would really like to beat the game with this car. Even though it's possible that the final events will have like a designated car or something, but what I mean is that I want to do every remaining event where you choose the car with this one. I definitely want to. This car is an absolute beast. The interesting thing is that I haven't seen the Bugatti Veyron as a normal opponent in any of these regular events. Probably because even the game knows that it's a very shitty ass car to drive. In this game at least. I don't know how it is in real life, obviously. We'll never know either, but... Am I going the right way? Yeah, I am. This is another one of those long races. Though here, since there is no tier 1 car, I think that there won't be any car that will get really close to me. I mean, those guys are relatively close, but they never get close enough to be threatening. So yeah, no problem. This one was free. Absolutely free. Oh, and we got 14, so yeah, it's most likely gonna be a cutscene. It is.
I don't know who I can trust anymore. I don't even know if I can trust you.
You shouldn't.
I need someone I can trust. Look, I know what happened to Zach and Hector. I just don't want it to happen to me.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't trust the undercover cop, if you want my opinion. Also, pretty nice cutscene, but that didn't unlock any event, I think. Oh, and we have the almighty Sonda in here. The one and only. Oh, and the Sonda and one of the Lamborghinis. So the one that is the real issue here is the Sonda. So far, I think that only the Sonda and the Ford GT became a real problem. Like those are the opponents that are always constantly trying to overtake and most of the time succeeding. And the only way you can go against them is by blocking. Though the guy that is behind me is neither. Or is it? No, actually it's the Lambo, yeah. So maybe the Lambo is also another threat. Could be. I keep taking the left side here for some reason. And another taxi ruining the day. It's okay. If this game took place in today's world, it will be crashing against Ubers instead. So you wouldn't know. Will look like any other car. Oh, that was bad. Well, it seems that the Lambo also got stuck with one of those. This is gonna go very close. Nah, I win. So yeah, that was the Lambo. So I guess this guy wants to enter the group of opponents that are actually an issue. Alright, hold up. Any master event or any shop? No, right? Well, shop, no, and master event, not either. So, yeah, I guess we can do... Well, we can do an escape. We already seen that the escapes are very easy events. I mean, the only problem is that like you risk your car getting captured, like getting a strike, and that sucks, but these guys are so stupid that the only way you could get captured is if you are actively trying to get captured like I did, and I did get captured for it. If you're actually trying to escape, there is no way these guys are gonna get you. I mean, the only way these guys could get you is if they use spike strips, but apparently spike strips are not a thing in this game, so there is essentially no way for them to be a threat. And you know that feeling when you want to sneeze? Kinda wanna sneeze right now. It's fine. Easy. Highway battle. Well, it seems that right now, since my opponents will be all opponents with better top speed than mine, It's possible that the highway battles I should also avoid them because winning will be a lot harder. Yeah, I probably should ignore these events. They are essentially like the chase events that require a specific objective, like they are not worth doing. Well, they will be worth doing with a faster car, I guess, but I'm not changing this car, so no. But it's also, by the way, a pretty short race as well. Like the timer is already about to run out, when in the other one it was still not even close at this point. Well, I do win though, so I'll take it. Okay, yeah, it was only 1 minute this time. Yeah, I'm not doing that cost to state. But we'll do this sprint event, I guess. Something that I'm also noticing is that a very big majority of the races take place in highways in this game. And well, aside from the fact that I'm using this car that doesn't have very good top speed, I think that it's a little bit lame for there to be so many straight lines, right? Like the majority of places with corners are, I mean, they are visited, but they are also, when you look at the whole map, they are very small compared to the highways. Like the highways occupy a way longer portion of the map than the cities themselves, right? But that's also something I'm not a very big fan of. Then that was undodgeable at that point. Like I got completely cornered. What the hell? Why did you go backwards? The fuck is wrong with that Lexus? That was a murder attempt. The hell? Yeah, an assassination attempt, pretty much. I don't know what was wrong with that guy. Why would you go backwards in a... at the start? It's like... there is absolutely no reason how that will benefit you in any way. But yeah, I guess the AI in this game is very special, for lack of a better word. So an interesting detail about this game is that depending on what part of the world you are, the illumination of the sky is different. Like in some places the sun shines a lot brighter, in other it looks more like a sunset, and then in other ones like this one is like a lot more desaturated. That's an interesting way to separate like different places. A little bit weird though, but it's not the only game that does it. A lot of games do that. But if I'm not mistaken, Genshin Impact did that. Did I go? Oh, what the hell? I was going the right way. Yes, I am going the right way. I would have not expected you to make me go inside the docks like this. I guess the game heard that I was complaining about the highways and it gave me the absolute opposite. But then this is so messed up. Holy shit. That's pretty wild, I gotta say. That's the first time that the game includes a section like that in a racing track. Almost gave me PTSD to the Tokyo drift events in Need for Speed Pro Street. Which, if I'm not mistaken, that also happened in like in the docks, right? Okay. Got him. Okay, another cutscene.
I want to know why Chao Wu thinks he can interfere with my business in the Tri-City. This is my territory. They got their own game. I want them out of mine. I want him stopped now. We're gonna steal one of his cars and frame him with the cops. Make this happen. Now! Let's go.
Do I need to frame someone? Okay. Frame Chao Wu with the police. I mean, if we're going that far, wouldn't it be easier to just kill him? It's not that we really care about the legality of what we're doing, you know? Like, at this point, the police already know we are criminals, so... Okay, wait, a Sonda. Damn. Really gonna be driving a Sonda? Shit, okay. Wait, and what do you... Oh, you want me to reach an objective? Okay. The acting is better in this game. I mean, it seems pretty similar to the acting in all of the other games, I think. I made it here. Now the police is here. Oh, I need to do cost to state. Well, that's annoying. Well, that's assuming they bother to follow me. Well, promise that now I'm gonna get stuck there. Or no, maybe not. Or maybe yes. Did I even get it? No, I didn't get a single car there. That's pretty cool. Not a single takedown. Nah, well, time to... Wait, hold up. We can use the map for this. Yeah, there is an obstacle right ahead. Don't tell me they all dodge shit. Well, two of them didn't dodge shit. The other ones did, however. Nice roadblock, morons. Okay, where is another obstacle? There, okay. I think I did get 3 of them, yeah. So, well, I could take down one more, but it's not like it's that much cost to stay remain. I fucked up, could have used that. Oh, I got it. Oh, and now I have to escape. Okay, gotcha. Let me see another obstacle nearby. Well, not this way, I guess. Well, yeah, if we go here, actually, if I steer right here. Yeah, around there. Oh, but it's the dogs. Then, no, okay, you know what? Forget about that place. So I can use it as a hideout at least, but something tells me that hideout is gonna ultra cuck me. I'm gonna stay here. Not to mention the cooldown is going pretty fast. Okay, and now I have to go back, but wait, I have to go back without the cops noticing me. Okay, it shouldn't be a problem. So basically here I'm framing this guy of stealing this sonda and making all this damage to property and all that shit. Okay. But that's the thing, if you already know where the mansion is, pretty sure that there is a more efficient way of getting rid of him. You know? Oh, and there is the mansion. Huh, it was relatively close.
That was some fine driving. The cops are gonna come down on Chow Wu's head like a ton of bricks. G-Mac's so happy he's got a special job for you. Call me back and I'll fill you in.
Okay. So shouldn't we get out of here? The feds? Damn. Gonna work with the glowies? Not a fan of the glowies, honestly. Not a fan of the 3 later agencies at all. Wait, this is the regular police. Oh, and now I'm driving a Lamborghini, okay. Yeah, I saw the police, you don't have to point at it, I'm aware.
The car you're driving was impounded by the feds. I need it back or I'm facing 20 years in the pen. Get to work.
630,
Yeah, and all the cops are driving a Porsche. And these cops seem to be very well off, huh? Okay. What do you think of this? Well, you probably should move out of there, mister. Okay, that works, I guess. It's weird how some of these cars randomly have nitro and some others don't. And for example, this car does not have nitro, because it doesn't feel like having it, I guess. Where is the... oh, there it is. Okay, I got them all there. There is also that random guy showing out of nowhere. And even more. How many of these guys are there? Okay. Trying to get rid of as many of them as possible. They should keep on appearing. Yeah, see, for example, that one spawn right in front of me. Alright, I'll stay here. Oh, one of them won't let me stay here, actually. And that one also spawning. What the hell? Stop spawning! Damn it. Alright. That works. Nice Lambo, yeah. I was going Yannick. But no, you gotta understand that the best car in this game is a Lotus. Like, the Lotus Elise is supposed to be the lowest. Like, it's part of the lowest tier in the game, and it's mugging everyone. This is simply a mission where, you know, you use a pre-chosen car. Oh, cutscene.
Wasn't hard for me to find your phone number. Perhaps you think you can hide from me. I'm Chow Wu. You stole my car, and yet you're still alive. Most unusual. I'm giving you just one opportunity to correct your error. I'm missing a very important car that was stolen from my shipment at the port. I've gone through considerable effort and expense to locate it, because it holds something valuable to me. I need that car. And I believe your friend GMAC, has it? I've decided to give you one chance to save your own life. It'd be a shame to lose an artist such as yourself. Good wheelmen are hard to find. Don't make me have to find another.
And this guy is threatening me. Well, and then we have a random escape mission, I guess, might as well. That guy doesn't seem very happy. And I also didn't get like half of what he said, but yeah, at this point that's normal. I said it so many times, but I will keep repeating it. Whatever is the first Need for Speed game that adds subtitles is like gonna get 2 points already just for that. It doesn't need anything else, just 2 points for free. Okay, enter there. There you go. That was so free. That was so free. Things like this. Oh, another cutscene, okay.
We're getting too close to stop now. We need to take down GMAC. Chao Wu doesn't even realize he's setting his own trap. We can get them all. This is the opportunity we've been waiting for.
Even with a gun. Can you show that in a T-rated game? Well, probably yes. So, well, you see, like, I don't understand the idea of those cutscenes if you don't give me a required mission right afterwards. Like, what's the point of that yapping if you don't make me go to the action, you know? Also, then, look at the amount of police missions that I'm not gonna do. Or at least I hope I don't need to do. That will be annoying. Yeah. That guy has Nissan in the side. Though what Nissan is that? It's a little bit far now for me to know. Oh, it's the GTR, okay. I was gonna say, Yannick, that you will love this game. Well, I mean, you already played it, but you know what you're doing in Need for Speed Pro Street of trying to beat every event with a car that at least is initially the lowest tier. Well, here you can do that with this car. Though I guess there's not much of a challenge. Because if anything, you want to use this car. That's the fucked up thing. It's not just that I'm doing it for the challenge, it's that I guess unless you pick the highest tier, it's kinda like the car you want to use. By the way, I'm not saying the name of the tiers because I don't want to confuse you, but for some reason in this game, tier 4 is the lowest tier and tier 1 is the highest tier. So it basically counts in reverse as Pro Street, well, and any of the, well, Pro Street and Carbon that are the two that have tiers so far. But essentially, the lower the number, the higher the tier. So tier 4 is the lowest one, tier 1 is the highest one. And this car is tier 4. While basically most of my opponents here are either tier 2 or tier 1. And it doesn't matter because this car is just that insanely good, you know? That broken.
Taking apart GMAC's organization. Start with Nickel. I'm tracking his location at this very moment. Go get him.
Okay. Yeah, it is probably gonna be like the missions in the previous gang, that you took out one by one each one of them. Tier 4, so it's OP, it makes sense, yeah. This one is supposed to be the black guy. That is one of the first ones that challenge you.
He talks big, but as a driver, you can totally take him.
This guy is very salty all the time for some weird reason. Like, he's just born salty, I guess.
The cops are moving in. Don't blow your cover now. Just take care of Nickel.
Yeah, how the cops actually help me? That would be nice, if you ask me. Ah, fuck. Wait, what happens here? I mean, if they capture him, isn't my show over? Apparently not. Like, in fact, they are not even trying to capture him. They are just trying to capture me, even though I'm the one here that is undercover, you know? Yeah, I feel like I don't buy the whole undercover thing when I'm seeing something like this, you know? That these guys are essentially getting in the way. Like, if the idea was convincing them that I'm not an undercover agent, I mean, that is already kinda blown over by the fact that I'm trying to capture him. So I'm not sure what's the point of the police here. You're just getting in the way. You're not trying to convince anyone. And on top of that, you are not helping me either. So yeah, I don't see what's the point. I really think that the whole undercover thing is very weak. Very, very weak. Fuck, no. It's like this guy is also waiting for me to beat his ass. How helpful. Now the issue here is that if they capture me, it's gonna count as a strike to my car. That will be bad. I had a clean hit and you had to blow with, you sack of shit. At least that's good damage. Yeah, hit him. I'm surrounded by cops. Hit him.
Look, officer, you need to take Nickel down now. We need to find out what he knows about Chao Wu's car before the news goes cold.
Yeah, and I need you to get rid of the police now. What about that? I mean, you're supposed to be a police officer yourself, right? Or at least a detective. Tell them to fuck off. What about that?
You don't have a chance. They already think you're guilty.
You don't have a chance, they already think you're guilty. Who are you talking about? Like, the guys I'm trying to capture? Well, yeah, no shit, they think I'm guilty if I'm trying to capture them. Are you talking about the police? The police, if anything, should know that I'm not guilty. I don't know, I feel like the setting makes even less sense than the previous games that already made very little sense, but here it's like they went all out on the nonsensical shit, you know? This guy is also, by the way, every time that I hear him, he talks shit, but I'm not hearing what he's saying. It shouldn't really matter, though. And the police is talking again. Can you not... Promise that if you don't hit them with a very significant difference in speed, you're not dealing any damage. And that usually only happens when you're going against them from the front. And that situation doesn't happen often. Okay, he should be close to be done, but... No, not yet. Despite that slow motion, that's not over yet. That slow motion is there to troll you exclusively. Right, where are you going? Oh, nowhere? Boom. Well, now it says finish him. There you go. Yeah, that took a while. Yeah, that's just how the combat in this game is, you know. Doesn't have much to offer.
I want the car, and my patience is running out.
Chao wants you to deliver the like that thing or else. That's pretty funny. I mean, the or else as part of the mission description is pretty amusing. But yeah, it seems that randomly what happens here is that like you finish a story event, then there should come another one, but instead of coming immediately, it comes after you choose and beat a regular event. I'm not sure why. Because here it's not even a matter of leveling up the wheelman level. Like, it's simply about the mission triggering, and for some reason it only triggers after you do a regular mission, and it doesn't even have to be a specific one. It could be whichever one you want of the ones that are available. But it's just pretty weird. So, I think you told me you haven't played Most Wanted, Yannick, right? Because if you find the opportunity and you like this game, I heavily recommend you to play it. Like, if you like this game, you should definitely like Most Wanted. Well, maybe you won't, it's possible. Well, if you want an even better experience than Most Wanted, a recommendation would obviously be playing Carbon. Well, not to mention that the Carbon is also shorter, so might be even more appealing to you. That's my recommendation. Because essentially after thinking, well, I was gonna say thinking about it for a while, but not really. I just thought about it a little bit. And this game is simply like an inferior Most Wanted. Like, it's not extremely bad or anything like that, but it's simply a worse Most Wanted, you know. So I don't really think it's very, you know, very worth remembering, really. I mean, it gets the job done. Like, if you, well, I guess it's in your case that you haven't played Most Wanted, but you have the opportunity to play this game. Like, hey, it gets the job done at being like a similar experience to Most Wanted. But yeah, if you directly compare both of them, it's pretty clear Most Wanted is superior. It is pretty clear. But on Carbon, even more superior. And this particular race, no one was close to me. I play this but never play Most Wanted. Yeah, that's why I'm saying that if you have the time, I recommend you to play Most Wanted, or if you want a shorter game, I recommend you to play Carbon. Well, and in my opinion, a better game even than Most Wanted. So yeah, that's my recommendation if you have the time. Well, the time and the and the will, of course. Like, if you like this game, you are most likely gonna like both Most Wanted and Carbon. And by Most Wanted I mean the original. Though the remake is also, for what little I remember, it's cool, you know? So you could play either one. Well, the remake it's even easier to play because it's available, I'm pretty sure, in every modern platform. For now. They somehow still haven't retired it from platforms, but they could do that at any moment. Not like it matters, because just like you got Pro Street, you can get any of the other ones, especially of a franchise as popular as Need for Speed, you know. But right now you do have the comfort of, well, them being available just like that. Hey, I'm just curious about all of the Nets games. Like, I don't think there is a single Need for Speed game of the ones remaining that I'm not curious about. I'm curious about all of them. Well, except for the ones that I already played that are the Most Wanted remake and Rivals, since I know what to expect, but I am super curious to see how the other ones fare. Like, I really, really want to see it. But yeah, there is still a lot of games in the list. Lots of games. Okay. For some reason the nitros is the one thing that is going up the slowest.
Well connected. He might be onto us, so we have to act fast and get Rose now.
Rose was the girl, probably. Well, it's the name of a girl, I guess. But hey, you never know. Could be a boy named Rose. But yeah, I'm assuming it's gonna be this girl first, and then the guy that was salty. Well, the guy that was salty, I mean like the main guy of the crew that also was salty. Alright. So let's see what... Yeah, I'll make it happen. Can you, however, not send the police this time? Well, my hit level is 1 all of a sudden, so that's a good signal. I mean, that should mean that the police is not gonna show up, right? Okay, never mind, I'm hearing them. You hit the traffic too. It's a shame though that since there is no actual damage model, the opponent hitting like a traffic car is meaningless. Like, you have to hit it yourself. Whoa, boy, stop that. I don't know if I will be yelling that to someone that is trying to murder me, honestly. Oh boy, stop that. Like I should slap her ass or something. Like, I'm trying to kill you. You probably should be a little bit more concerned. Alright, and this is your helper. Your helper that... I'm not sure who that is. Well, it's a Lambo guy. Maybe it is supposed to be the main guy though. If it is the main guy, are we taking him out right now or what? Well, for now I'm gonna ignore him since the objective is still her. And the Lambo cannot manage to guess where we're going. It's fine, bro. You will figure it out eventually. Yeah, see, for example, that hit that was super hard and should have been a lot of damage didn't do shit because it wasn't a direct hit. Yeah, unfortunately, these missions are always pretty shit because this was not made to be a combat game. So you end up having this sort of combat that just looks like a bad joke, basically. Well, I'm trying to take you down if you haven't noticed. In case you weren't paying attention. And the poor Lambo guy, I almost feel bad for him. Like, poor guy cannot... Dog? I also don't know if I will be calling my potential murderer dog. You're pretty friendly with your soon-to-be murderer. Well, technically I'm not murdering anyone, I'm just capturing them. It's just that... Oh, okay, and now I have to take out the Lambo. Wait, hold up, he's pretty far. And you didn't tell me I needed... It is Shimak. So this is supposed to be the leader, right? So now instead of trying to go after me, you are trying to escape, huh? Well, what happened? You were so brave minutes ago trying to take me out, and now you're just running with the tail between your legs. Oh. Ah, that's a shame. That would have been a good amount of damage. I do wonder if with other cars my damage will be superior. Because yeah, it's possible that since I'm using this Lotus, the damage will be dog shit no matter what, but I don't know if it works that way. Like, it doesn't seem like there's anything that shows the cars having a bigger strength or stamina or whatever. Well, at least not stat-wise, but yeah, I don't know if there's anything that makes them sturdier. Well, theoretically in Most Wanted, some cars were sturdier than others, and you had no way of knowing that. Well, not with the game at least. Like, yeah, if you check the wiki, sure, but I mean with the actual game. So this one might be the same thing. Like, this Lotus is supposed to be a lightweight that is not gonna harm a fly. But if I was using like, well, the Lambo that this guy is using, maybe it will be different. Weird for something that, at least in this game, seems to matter quite a lot, that there's nothing in-game that tells you about it, right? Whatever. Didn't I like perfectly dodged him? And that, despite being a frontal impact, didn't seem to do that much damage at all. In fact, like, this guy is taking so long to actually go down. Taking a shit ton of time. Like, he's still not red, despite that I'm pretty sure I hit him like 10 times already. Like, no. He ain't going down. And these supposedly are hits that even, you know, show you slow motion and shit, like you're actually dealing good damage, but I wouldn't be seeing it, you know. Is the damage in the room with us? Well, no, it doesn't look like it. Right, he got red at least. There is still more remaining. Oh, he's stuck to the wall, it seems. So another weird thing about these missions is the fact that you cannot get your car total, apparently. Because no matter how many times you get hit, and even going against them at full speed while they are on the opposite direction, right? Like, no damage seems to happen against you, so it's just kinda awkward. Because at that point it's like the difficulty is them not running away, but that doesn't seem like it will happen anyway, so yeah, your car, I will say that no longer looks like a Lambo. It's a has-been Lambo. Hey man, you're telling me that hit isn't enough to show the finish him thingy? For real? Will be extremely fucked up if he manages to get away, right? And he could, obviously. If he does, it will be such a massive waste of time. What I just did. Damn, and with a heal. Okay, now he's blinking, so yeah. It's the finish him right now. Can you show me what's ahead of me? Team, that's still not enough to finish him. Yeah, this guy has been the most sturdy opponent so far. It seems that you need an RPG to bring him down. He's a tank. No, that's still not enough. There you go. And that took so fucking long. I really wonder how much time that was. But it probably will say it here. Oh, it actually won't say it. Nice.
We need to take them all down. I thought you would have understood that by now.
Yeah, and didn't I just do that? What's your problem? The remaining gang members? Man, how many are they? Are there gonna be 3 in a single mission? I hope not, but it's probably gonna be that way, isn't it? So we have a fourth GT. Well, so far a fourth GT. Yeah, and this guy doesn't even have a name. He's just a random thug. And I'm assuming that more thugs are gonna join later on.
Attention all SH units. Looks like we got an unknown number of code 6 racers. South on Board Avenue. Available units, please.
Well, at least he doesn't seem as sturdy as Shimak. Oh, that... well, that's a problem. At least he does what he's about to do. Damn, what an idiot. He could have actually escaped, but no. He's just decided to go back down. Well, I'm very grateful for that. Thanks a lot. Very useful. Well, his still seems to be pretty sturdy, considering that with that hit he didn't get red. He's less sturdy than Shimak, at least. Yeah, he's red. Shimak took a lot more to get red. Okay. Well, it says finish him, but he's still not blinking, so that finish him is a little bit of a lie. I'm not even blinking with that. Or that. Are you kidding? Okay, now he's blinking. If with a hit like that, he wasn't blinking. So I wonder here if when I take him out, there's gonna be another thug randomly joining or what. Not sure. That's still not enough. I will assume next hit will be enough, but who knows. Yeah, it is. Okay, thankfully at least the mission finishes there, but I don't know how many of them, how many more of them there's gonna be. Okay. So we're level 15 now.
Hey, it's me again. Look, I'm scared. Really, really scared. Can you come over as soon as you can? Please.
You should be scared that I'm taking out everyone except for you. Also, yeah, the heal level went back to 1 magically, so that's pretty nice. Wait, oh, I completely ignored her. I basically... Can you come to my garage? No. Then... I don't know how many more of this you're gonna see. This is supposed to be the Porsche Carrera, I think. Ah, damn it, nice dodge. Well, I don't think I have much to say here aside from these missions are absolute ass. and not a good ass. So yeah. Not much more to say than that, really. Like, I'm not sure. It's kind of a pick your poison situation, but if you make me pick between this and the drag events from Most Wanted, which one will I pick? I don't know. I'm very tempted to say the drag events, but the thing about these events is that, like these events that I'm doing right now, they are easy, like you're not gonna fail them, but they have to be the most boring shit possible. While the drag events, despite being very hard, I guess it's exciting when you manage to get it, though pretty frustrating when you lose to some bullshit like a traffic car that you could not have possibly seen coming crashes you. But yeah, I will probably take the excitement of getting that win rather than this being such a painfully slow slog, right? Like it is. Like these guys need to, well, it's a little bit too late now, but at least in 2008 they really needed to contact Criterion Games and be like, hey, can you do the combat system for us, please? They really should have if they were gonna focus on combat this much. I also wonder if there's gonna be a whole new, well, quote-unquote chapter with the Chinese guy, because it feels like that's how everything is structured, but at the same time it seems that we kind of unlock all of the places in the map. So if there is another chapter, it's like it's gonna repeat, right?
Multiple code 6 parties have been sighted. Heading southbound on Board Ave. I need units to clear and head up, please.
Got any details on that?
Vehicles of green, sports car.
Got him. Hired goons.
Vehicles reported to be
Well,
extremely
they are no longer hired. If anything, they are fired.
We have GMAC, but there is no sign of the shipment car, and it's our only connection to Chao Wu. You need to keep looking.
Keep looking for what? Okay, so it seems that the story events are done there. I mean, for the time being, obviously. Wait, there is one here. Is this the garage thing? Oh yeah, it's Meet Carmen. Okay, what do you want? You want me to give you a hug or what?
Thank you for coming. Look, I figured it out. It's the car. Look, Zach must have stole it from someone he shouldn't have because Hector really freaked. He asked me to keep it here. Now all the races are gone. Disappeared. Hector, Zach, Nickel, even G-Mac. Look, I'm really scared right now. Can you please just take it away from here? Police. Look, I didn't know if you were gonna come, so I called the cops. I'm sorry.
Wait, I didn't know you were gonna come, so I called the cops? Not sure I follow the logic. Also, a pretty nice choice you're giving me here. You want a BMW M6 or a BMW M6? I wonder. Also, those stats look very good.
I grow weary of this.
Huh?
I have Inspector Chase Lynn with me. Unfortunately, she's a little tied up right now, so let me make things perfectly clear to you. You have my automobile. I know this because my resources reach far and wide, yet you still have not brought it to me. Bring my car to the warehouse at Canal and Bay. I'll be waiting for you. No police or more will die.
Sure. So what's your car, the Sonda or this shitty BMW? No, I guess it's another one. Yeah, well, this BMW, it's pretty nice, but I'm not abandoning my Lotus. So yeah, let me keep my Lotus here. Though those, not like it matters, because this mission is probably gonna be a completely different one. You just call me.
Good boy. So trusting.
There you are. They should find Hector, along with all the others you disposed of.
It'll be with the surveillance footage, which shows that you were the last to be seen with all of them.
Of course, none of this will matter to you, since you'll be dead already.
Oh, now look what you've done. Thank you for all your help. Could you have imagined it would be that hard to find one car? Of course, it wasn't the car that mattered, but what was in it. Good luck.
So I guess she's no detective, huh? Pretty cool. Also pretty cool that the writers decided to make the two Asian guys conspire against you. Pretty classy of you, Electronic Arts. Very, very classy. And also the guy actually being Chinese, because he spoke Chinese in the cutscene. Well, the name already gave it away, but I mean that yeah, there is confirmation now. Yeah, it's as always. This is what American media does. Oh, there is a spike strip. This is the first time I see a spike strip, so they are in the game. Did I get hit by it? I did, right? Yeah, I did. Well, I'm gonna get captured, obviously. Or will I? Yeah, I did. Well, that's a shame. Him, the SWAT? Holy fuck. They are not fooling around here. Wasn't expecting the SWAT to show up. So here this shouldn't really matter. Like, you're not gonna... Yeah, it's like you fail the mission, but doesn't, like, give you a strike. Not gonna repeat the cutscene, but... I already seen it. Well, in any case, before I got distracted by the spike strip that I was not expecting, because that's the first one that shows up in the whole game for some reason. No, I was gonna say, yeah, it's typical American media always portraying, like, you know, nationalities like Chinese as the enemy. Well, they do that here, and in the Call of Duty games, it's usually the Russians. That's all they know how to do. Yeah. It is what it is. The Cold War never ended. Did never end. But yeah, it is what it is. Because, you know, it's not even the fact that the guy is Chinese, because they might hit another spike strip, dude. It seems that now they are pulling out all of the spike strips, but you can simply restart. It's the fact that, because, you know, obviously a villain can be of any nationality. It doesn't have to not be a specific one, but like, just to drive the point home, they make him speak Chinese and they make him have a clan full of Chinese people working for him. Like, that also happened with a game that I played I played with my sister not that long ago, which is the Spider-Man game on PS4. That game, the main villain is Chinese. that also speaks Chinese and has a crew of Chinese people going against you. The guy is supposed to be Mr. Negative, like that's the name of the villain, right? But yeah, it's that gratuitous. Yeah, these guys are Chinese, they are the enemy. Fuck them up. Just like that. Because it is important, like the fact that they are Chinese to the story, you know. That's the thing. It's not like a side thing that doesn't matter. It is integral to the story. So yeah, pretty funny. Well, pretty fucked up, but yeah, funny in the sense that, yeah, I guess American writers cannot help themselves. They just cannot. In fact, now that I think about it, I mean, I probably will have to think about it a little bit harder, but I don't really remember any American hero, like an American written hero, that is written to be Chinese. Like as I say, I just need to think a little bit harder probably, but right off the bat I cannot really think of any. Nice slowdown. But yeah. Because I mean, the first thing that comes to my mind doesn't really count, because I was thinking of Jackie Chan, that he participated in some American movies, but for the most part it's, I think the movies that made him famous are Chinese, aren't they? Well, at least like I think his most popular movie is how is it called? Like the Master of the Drunken Fist, I think. And isn't that a Chinese movie? Maybe it isn't. I didn't watch it, but I know that that's the one that most people think of when they think of Jackie Chan. And I don't know if it's American made or Chinese. I don't remember. Well, Jackie Chan is obviously Chinese, yes, but I don't know if the production of the movie was Chinese or American. Well, that wasn't a roadblock. Oopsies. My bad. That's also not a roadblock. Well, it's a roadblock, I mean it's not a spike strip. And so why is this shitty ass Black Lotus so important to you? Like, come on dude. All this travel just for this Black Lotus. Get them out of here. So what happens now? I've been cucked and now what? I'm innocent, so do I retire or what?
The whole police force is after you. I've recruited another guy to help you out. He doesn't believe you did it and he wants to help. He looked up the flight records. Chase has requested a helicopter pickup and he'll pass on the location.
Okay, so this one is called Showdown. I wonder if we're actually getting close to the end. It kinda looks like it. I hope, because the thing is that if we are kinda close to the end but not really close, the issue is that leaving it for the next stream will probably not last that long, you know? Right, so I have to take down this guy. Wait, who is Lin, by the way? Because the Chinese guy has a different name. Like, right? So who was Lin supposed to be again? Unless that's like the detective, no, it says You know, it is her. Okay. And the police is gonna show up. Well, the issue right now is that the police, if they capture me, they will actually give me a strike on the Lotus, and I'd rather not. There is a weird thing here as well. This is supposed to be the BMW that I got on the pink slip, so she shouldn't be using it if that's the case, right? Like, shouldn't it be in my possession? Well, she could have multiple ones, of course, but it seems a little bit weird. Because theoretically now it's my car, it's no longer yours. Well, now the issue is that if they use spike strips here, it's over. Because I have a hard time dodging them. And yeah, if they capture this car, it's not over yet, because I have one more strike after the one that I will get, but for fuck's sake. Okay, is that a... No, it isn't.
Dispatch, unit down. I'm not mobile. Yeah, vehicles through the roadblock. Turn south.
And the problem here is that this is hit level 5.
That vehicle's still mobile. Minimal damage.
Good luck with that. I can't see shit.
Pull away from me. I might lose. Stand by for update.
That's a cool sound. I wasn't expecting that. Good maneuver. Shame that you're getting stopped by the cops, right?
Major property damage here. Can we get the IC to monitor?
I was not expecting that. That's an issue. I don't think she will get that far regardless, but... Take out Chase? Well, that's still... Oh, so that's the part that didn't make sense. So every time that it shows in the left, like the mission that you do, it says chase Lynn, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna chase someone named Lynn. No, that's her name. I don't even know if it's pronounced Chase. It could be pronounced like Chase, I don't know. Like that's the thing that that took me by surprise. Okay, so that's the name of this girl that ends up not being a detective, I guess. And I'm assuming that after this one there will be the mission to go after the other guy. Ah, for fuck's sake. Also, you are cycling through the same place over and over. Are you aware of that?
Cover units heading up to that pursuit call. Be advised the party was last seen northbound on Stadium Street. Supervisor wants the quadrant to be set up.
It's like she's following, like she's going in circles, which is pretty annoying because this section is annoying to go through. Okay. Yeah, I know that. I'm trying to go for her. Oh, and those police officers just ignore me. Nice, pretty cool. Ah, fuck. Dude, how are you somehow picking the most obnoxious places possible to be? It's quite crazy. And you were somehow dodging the police as well. Not sure how. And you're not going down. And that was not enough. At least it says finish her now. The cops are still around, by the way. There you go. Retire? That's a way to retire someone. And I barely got anything out of that. Okay, what's this? Oh.
This isn't over. You have no idea how high this goes.
Lieutenant? Yeah. What I found, you better take a look at this.
What we got here? Right. Friend Carmen filled me in on everything she knew. Zach's mistake, Hector's role. Don't worry, it'll clear you. Yeah. So this is what Chow Wu was trying to smuggle out of the country. Chase Lin was willing to kill for. Great work. Way above anybody's expectations. I know what it's like going deep undercover. Too easy to lose sight of who we are. Why we do this.
Okay. And now what? Do I go
Hey, Pappy. I'm glad to see that you're okay. So, I was thinking maybe you could take me for a ride back to the university. Oh, did I mention that I was a med student? Well, Papa always thought my hands would be better suited to be a doctor than a mechanic. So come on, what do you think, huh?
Wait. So maybe I misunderstood, but like she killed a Chinese guy. It's just that the cutscene looked like she pointed somewhere else, like she killed a random mook and blamed me for it, but she actually killed a Chinese guy then. Because otherwise the game ending like this makes no sense, like the Chinese guy is still free. So, okay, well, I didn't understand it at first. I guess they maybe made it confusing on purpose just so the game doesn't get a higher ESRB rating or something. Like, I thought she killed a random guy. Okay, so, nice. Interesting. I didn't understand that. Alright, well, that was pretty weird, honestly. Well, the story of these games is never really important, but yeah, the game itself, as I say before, it's basically an inferior Most Wanted. Nothing more, nothing less. It's simply that. It gets the job done, I guess. I mean, if you like the Most Wanted formula, well, you have this, like as something more to play, but outside of that, I don't really see much of a reason to play this game, really. Well, maybe there is a car that you like that is in this game and is not in the previous ones or the next ones, maybe. But yeah, aside from that, yeah, just play either Most Wanted or Carbon, right? Like, this game is inferior to both of them, but hey, it's fine. It's whatever. At least the good thing is that most of the police missions were completely optional, and the ones that weren't optional were still like not that hard to beat. I guess my biggest issue is the very sad excuse of you being an undercover agent. You're an undercover agent and the police still goes against you. Like, it made sense at the beginning when they were like, okay, make like this is supposed to be like that so they believe that you are with them and not an undercover cop, but that's after some point it's like, come on dude, can you at least collaborate a little bit with me, right? So yeah, I think that it is what it is. I don't know if the next games that will follow the Most Wanted formula will also be like inferior versions of it like this one, but even if it is in an inferior version, I guess it's still nice to play, though. This one was very particularly easy. Like, in fact, I would probably say that this was the easiest Need for Speed game I played so far. Keep in mind that I beat pretty much everything using a tier 4 car, which is the lowest tier in the game. I do believe that that car is broken and it's probably an exception compared to any other tier 4, but the point is that if I really wanted to, I could have gone for a better car and I would have won even more convincingly than I did here. So because of that, I think this is the easiest Need for Speed game, and that's not something that I'm a fan of, but I guess if you have trouble with the other Need for Speed games, well, this one is very good for that because it's easy. Though Carbon also has the potential to be very easy if you go for a high tier car early on, and especially if you install every upgrade. So I mean, I wouldn't be sure of that. Maybe Carbon is easier, I don't know. At least the way I played Carbon, it wasn't, but it also wasn't a hard game either. I mean, I guess at this point I don't expect any of these games or the ones that will come afterwards to be hard, but I guess with the exception of both shift games, which are a completely different story. But for these ones, I don't think that they will be any hard. Also, could it be that the credits repeated? Because you know that it also happened in the previous game, Pro Street, that there was no break between the end of the credits and the beginning. Like, it immediately cycled back and I didn't notice. I hope that's not the case, but it could be the case. But we will know if the music shows up again. That's the way I have to tell if the credits are repeating. But yeah, well, whatever. Now, one thing about this game is it has challenge series like Most Wanted and Carbon, but apparently you have to install it separately, like maybe in the normal run of the of the game it was a free update or maybe a DLC, but like the point is that it was more straightforward, but since this is being emulated I have to figure out how to do it, and depending on what that has, because I mean, if it's like a challenge series like the one in Carbon, I will want to play it because that means that you can play with a lot of different cars, and maybe that there's gonna be an actual challenge to that. So we might not be over with this game yet, but it will all depend first of all if I can make it work, because yeah, that's the bare minimum. But if I make it work, how it is, like if it's worth playing or if it's like the one in Most Wanted that was a piece of shit. Also, I'm pretty sure I'm seeing repeats now, so I'm pretty sure this is repeating. Well, you can actually scroll faster here, or can you? Yeah, you can. Somehow by pressing up you scroll faster. I guess they follow the logic. Yeah, it does repeat again. So I fell for the same trick as Pro Street. So now they are doing it on purpose, basically. The fact that they just loop the credits without being obvious about it. So I want to see where it happens. Show me. No, it probably didn't repeat yet. No, it's probably here where it says cast. No, this is the end. Like when it says all these trademarks and bullshit. And then it immediately goes back. Yeah, it says in memory. That's so shitty. It's the same shit I felt with Pro Street, dude. Can you believe that? I mean, I don't really feel like a moron because the game doesn't do any effort in separating them, but damn, that's so stupid. So as you can see, there are events remaining, and not just those, like there are even more than those, but I cannot really care about this, much less about dominating them all, because this game has the option to dominate and to simply clear normally. I don't give a fuck. so I'm not gonna bother with that. Doesn't even seem like the game cares about it. When you put a worldview, there is no percentage apparently of well, I don't know why it says current 0. This is, oh, it's because it's each of these places. You have the stats. Okay, you actually do have a percentage. Never mind, you do. But I definitely don't see any reason to go for 100%. I don't think the game is worth to go for 100%, so I won't. Well, Prostrate also wasn't worth going for 100%, and I still did it like a moron, I guess. Well, I guess it's because in that game 100% was more like the way to beat the game, while in this one it's simply beating the carrier. So no, I think that I'm not gonna go for that, but as I say, I will try to see if I can make the challenge series work and see if it's worth playing. If it is, I'll play that tomorrow. If it isn't, I won't. So yeah, I guess that's the plan. So hey, thanks everyone a lot for watching, and I'll be seeing you on the next stream. So have a good one and take care.